Tide Sports Extra here. We got the players from the 90s waiting to take the stage and talk about some memories. We got big Jeremy NUMLEY with us. How are you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, Mr. Ratty? Good to see you today.
It was fine. Good to see you. I mean, I bump into you occasionally at, I mean, it's rare to see each other at the Copper Top.
Yeah, it's very rare.
You know, once in a while.
Glad to run into you on such a festive day here today.
Well, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
All the ex-players. I mean, we got Jeremiah Castile up on stage, Saran Stacy. Unbelievable the response here. It's glad to see Coach Saban taking in the old players and creating a family atmosphere out of it. Really enjoying it.
I mean, it hasn't been on a stage or quite as big as this, right? I mean, this is the largest that you've seen.
Well, I think this is all part of raising the expectations. You see the facilities getting better. You see the construction on the stadium. I mean, we're going to over 100,000. It's just all part of ramping up everything that we do, showing people, you know, this is a family. Everybody's not going to the NFL, so you need to have a family after that. So I think it's a big part of it.
Anyone that you've run into that you haven't seen in a while, and you say, "Whoa!" and they were like, "Wow, you have no hair," and what would you say to them?
James Gregory, I have not seen him since he left here, and I guess '93, and saw him last night at the event in the end zone. It was great. It's great, and he still has the deep, very white voice also.
So you know, we talked about this team a lot during the season, you know, talking about the defense in particular, but we haven't really talked when it came to fruition they brought it home. So what was it like to see this team make it to the top?
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, to see the way these guys focused and prepared, and the way the coaching staff had them ready, but just not only that, to see them execute on the field. Very impressive, very impressive. A lot of discipline, a lot of hard work, and to see them do it on the biggest stage, that was pretty awesome. And especially to see a defensive lineman like Marcel Darius play such a big role, I enjoyed that.
Of course you did, because I mean, we've talked about you were always waiting for this team early in the season to pin their ears back. I mean, that's how they got to get after it. But they did in that championship game, and Colt McCoy can attest to that.
I can tell you that's part of it I thought was missing earlier, but the D-line coming aggressive, just everybody playing hard. It was great, and you know, players get hurt. It's football. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear any arguments about Colt was out. So we put him out, and that's why he was out. So.
There's no asterisks on that one.
Exactly. It was awesome.
Thanks, man. Enjoy your day.
No problem.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
Together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot about YouTube. You know, we a little old, so we don't get into all that computer stuff. Still on paper.
We good? All right, so here we are, Tide Sports Extra on the side here. Barbecue is happening. We've got Antonio London with us. Looking clean, but you've been eating some food, huh?
I really have been. You know, I was asking to make sure I don't have any ribs or anything in my teeth, so I'm a little concerned about that.
What a phenomenal event, getting all these players together.
Absolutely. It gave me an opportunity to see some of the guys that played before me, and then gave me a chance to meet some of the guys that played after us as well.
Talk about, because I know I've been talking to a lot of the guys, that you've had small gatherings through the years here and there, but an event as grand as this hasn't really happened before. No. How does it feel to see this come together as a family-style atmosphere?
It feels real good, because you know you realize that the ones that came before you helped build it to the point to where it was when we was here, and then you see the other guys that are here now, and we felt that we helped build some of the things that they have accolades to now. So we're really excited about it. We're just really thankful for the fact that Saban is really backing all the everybody coming together. So we're really excited about that.
What was it like to watch this team progress through the season and to bring Alabama back to where it hasn't been in a while?
Well, you know, the real good thing about it is I go all the way back to the loss against Florida the year before. And watching them come from that point to where they were this year is just outstanding. I mean, you know, they had that total focus. There's a common mission, common goal, common plan, everybody playing together, and they know what they wanted, and they went out and they accomplished it.
Do you feel nostalgic when you do get around some folks that you haven't seen in a while, and any faces that you haven't seen in some time, and you were like, whoa, what's going on?
Absolutely. You know, some of us have changed a lot. Some of them haven't changed much at all. But, you know, it's amazing that it's been so many years. I mean, you know, 1992, if you sit here and think about it, that's a lot of years ago, man. And we're getting old. But, you know, more importantly for me, though, is that, you know, I have two little boys that are here today, and they're getting the opportunity to feel and see what Dad went through and all that good stuff. And that means a lot to me as a father, especially.
Did that season allow you to relive a lot of moments from that season, you know, where you could look back and reflect and, you know, brings it back for you?
You know, the funny thing about it is that the 92 game, I never watched it. After they won this year the national championship, my two boys and I, we watched that game.
Wow.
the first time ever. So, you know, it was really a big thing. It was really emotional for me to sit and watch that game because really I've never even looked at it since we won back in 1992.
So what is your analysis after seeing it after so many years? I mean, you guys pretty much dominated, didn't you?
You know, and I don't mean this to be conceited or arrogant, you know, as far as us, but we were probably as good as what everybody said we were. You know, watching it on tape and knowing what I know now about football, you know, the few years that God blessed me to play in the NFL, we were pretty good when we played back then. We were a pretty good team.
You know, a lot of people, you know, we were talking about how so many great teams allowed you guys to build upon making great teams, and how this season really compares to a lot what you guys went through because of the season before that. We'll talk about 2008 Crimson Tide going all the way to the SEC Championship and losing and not getting a chance to play. But the season prior, the 91 team, a lot of those seniors, you lost Game 2 to Florida and then ran the table, and that was it.
Right.
You know, so sort of showing them and giving them the path. This is how to win and experience the big games to learn from. And
it takes great leadership. You know, you look at Coach Stallings and what he was able to do and what he was able to capitalize off of that loss, like you said, to Florida, building all the way up until you beat Miami for the national championship. And you take the leadership of Coach Saban, you know, great talent, but really and truly talent is not everything. You know, there's a book you used to read called Talent is Never Enough. But be able to put that together to cultivate and have everybody playing for one sole purpose is really, really outstanding.
What do you think would have happened in 91? They decided to have the SEC championship for that first year, and you had a chance to play Florida again.
You know, obviously, you know, being the Alabama cat, we'd have beat them like they stole something from us, which they did. So, you know, if we'd had that championship game, I thought definitely we probably would have beat them then. But then with the bowl scenarios and all that, who knows if they'd have let us play for a national championship or not.
But you were able to seal the deal the year after and make it official.
Absolutely. He was able to seal the deal, run the table. You know, everything kind of lined up correctly for us, and got a chance to play that superstar team in Miami, and got a chance to show them that they weren't the best team that day.
Yeah, Gino Toretta, I don't think was expecting what happened to him that day.
I really don't think he was. I really don't.
All right, well, we appreciate